tell us who or what has the most impact on you this year?
Through my work at Daughters for Earth, because I'm working on finding and funding women-led climate actions, I am getting to meet honestly, amazing women around the world who are protecting lands and rivers and animals and all kinds of nature. These women are in their power. What they need is for their power to be celebrated and enforced.
I was so lucky to be reunited with Steven Spielberg and Harrison Ford, and honestly, that's who I started. They gave me my first job. When I think of, impact, the word impact, I think of all the people that has made a difference in my life. For example, my wife, my mom, but in terms of career-wise, Steven Spielberg has made one of the biggest impacts in my career. So, to think that the effect that he has on me is the same effect that I might have on somebody else, it's just incredible, and I feel so honored.
As I've always said, that more local you go, the more global you reach. There's a certain shift in cinema in India where theatricals are back again. We're coming from pandemic and where the theatricals were not doing that well. So for me, I think the inspiration comes from the grassroots level stories of my nation and reaching out to those people, connecting via cinema, making a certain social change.
Who do you think should be Person of the Year this year?
Person of the Year this year for Time should be somebody who is demonstrating environmental conservation and somebody who is actually championing climate action, because that's like the most important challenge of our time this year. And anybody that's demonstrating that, anybody that is championing that, I think ought to be Time Person of the Year this year.
Everybody should get the spotlight. Everybody. I waited a long, long time for this. And there are so many of me out there waiting for their spotlight, waiting for the opportunity, waiting for the chance. And I just hope that all those people will get, the moment, will get their spotlight. So I wouldn't just mention one or name one, but everybody deserves that title.
I would choose the Power of Young Women Activists of the Year, because young women leaders are not operating in individuality. They're operating in the power of the collective, of the we, of collaboration, of unity, of coordination with each other.
What gives you hope these days?
I get hope and inspiration from the work that I do every day in terms of environmental conservation, the work that I do working with children every day from my project, making sure that they are cleaning their own air, growing their own food and creating their own green spaces. And for me, the fact that the work that I do inspires change in so many other people and that it's transforming lives is the most thing that gives me hope.
What gives me hope is people's willingness to be very open and honest about how they're feeling. I think we've come a very long way over the past few years in people being vocal on what they're going through and what they're experiencing, and I think that allows for us to really come at each other with a place of optimism but also hope and grace and really caring about one another, not only friends and family but as a global community, and I think that's what really is hopeful.
I guess nature gives me hope. I think the nature heals itself, and that's the kind of healing we need as human beings. And I think nature is also a great leveler.